Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the week of May 2nd. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Capricorn, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scams. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Capricorn. Now, if you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. And let's go ahead and let's get all of this set up here for you. All right, so we'll also take 3 Kipper cards here to clarify as we go along. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. All right, Capricorn. So first and foremost, we have 2 people here showing up in the future for you, which is interesting, a king and a queen. They are not counterparts because they are not in the same suit, but you could be having a meeting of the minds with people here in the future. What's interesting as well right away is that every single one of these first 5 cards are minor arcana. And so you may be having a lot of developments in your sort of day-to-day life, your day-to-day routine, the kind of everyday side of life. That may be something that is in focus for you in this week, but let's go ahead and let's dive into it. I have to say all 5 cards are pretty good, and so I definitely love to see that. But in your overall situation, you do have this 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles can talk about a financial change potentially happening in your life. You can see that this person is sort of juggling the pentacles between 2 hands. It can talk about this idea of like juggling or fluctuating wealth. Changes in wealth, changes in finances, changes in material situations. It can be good or it can be bad. It really depends. The coin could flip on any side. But by default, the 2 of Pentacles is a good change in your financial situation. The other thing with this card is it can also just say that maybe some of you are like heavily weighing an option or a decision in your life. You know, for some of you, this could mean you're asking yourself if you want to align with a certain person or if you want to bring a certain person into your life. As we have these 2 court cards in the future, some of you could be, spending energy thinking about that. But let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So in the past, you have the 9 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. So very good energies here. 9 of Cups is really the fulfillment of a wish. And you have it here with the 7 of Wands, which is somebody who's standing their grounds. I feel like for some of you here, you've willed something into being. Like, I feel like some of you have had this vision, this dream, this goal, this ideal, or even this idea for yourself here in the past. And, those things are not easy, right? It's not, wishes do come true, dreams do come true, but you have to give something, right? Like, you have to put energy out to the universe. And oftentimes, the thing is, like, we're going to fail at times along our destination to the wish or to the dream coming true. And in those times of failure, you have an opportunity to either draw your line in the sand and stand your ground or give up. And what I feel like saying here is that for some of you, you haven't given up. Okay, and I think, there's been this idea here that you've wanted to bring into existence, or there's been this thing that you've wanted to have happen. There's been this wish, this dream, and you've continued going forward, even if you failed. And the thing is, there might have even been competition present here in getting this wish or fulfilling this dream or fulfilling this destiny, because the 7 of Wands is a major card of competition. And so it's like some of you may have had to deal with challenges from other people, actually. In fact, the 7 of Wands may even suggest that, like, to me, the 7 of Wands suggests that you've been successful and now people want what you have, and so it can bring about jealousy from others. or even envy from others. And so it's like you've fought through all of those energies. You've worked through all of those challenges from others and from in your life. And yeah, you're now find yourself in this really good position. In the future, you do have the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords here. So I've talked about this a little bit already, but this could mean that you're bringing different people into your life. I do feel like what I would say is the thing about the Queen of Swords is they will not bring somebody into their life unless they are adding to their life. And so basically the Queen of Swords will cut the dead weight. Okay, they will not mess around with time wasters. Okay, Queen of Swords does not do time wasting. And so it's almost like for some of you here, you may be getting selective with the people you allow into your life. The Queen of Swords is also a major energy of focus, having a deep focus around something and like really having the drive to go for something. The King of Cups is kind of the opposite. The King of Cups, they may be a little bit more passive, but they have a high EQ. So the Queen of Swords is about IQ, intelligence, and the King of Cups is about emotional quotient, which is about like your emotional intelligence, right? Or your intellectual, right? Your intellect. And so you're kind of maybe even blending out both of those things right now at this time. And, you know, for some of you here, there's a real energy of maybe you like dealing with emotions in a new way and at the same time having a focus in other areas of your life. There's a really nice balance between these two cards, and they don't come in together very often. So especially in a future position together. And so it's a very nice situation to find yourself in. Now let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Page of Swords, the Sun, and you have the Eight of Wands. Okay, Capricorn, big energy for you here. Look, there's been, it's like, some of you should feel very proud of yourself is what I feel like saying, okay? Because you may have really had to fend off some type of competition here with the Page of Swords, Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. And I feel like for some of you, you know, that could come in different ways, but I feel like for some of you, there was the road to having this wish, this Nine of Cups, this emotional fulfillment that you may be feeling right now, and maybe even this positive change in finances. The road to that has not been easy. The Nine of Swords is somebody who's stressed. Okay, they're having a nightmare. It's a major card of stress and anxiety. And maybe even like a mental situation going on where like maybe you're creating a story in your mind of how you think something is. But really, I think this is about stress, okay, for you. And you have that with the Page of Swords, which could be a difficult person. It could maybe be somebody who's a little bit annoying. And I definitely feel like you have worked through this. I also think it's taken some time because the Page of Swords can talk about delays, it can talk about time. And remember, this has already happened. So I think some of you have won the time game. Like you have played the long game here, and you are now in your present moment being very much rewarded. The Sun is the best card to find in the tarot. It's a message of total happiness, and it's a message of victory, success, abundance, good energies. It's, for me, the best card to find. And so any challenging card around the Sun card will be negated. Any positive card around the Sun card will be augmented. You have this here with the Eight of Wands, which the Eight of Wands is about like accelerated motion. It's about things accelerating. It's about a breakthrough happening in your life. It's about you know, the clouds clearing. And it can also say that there's news coming in to you from a distance. You know, this could be social media posts, this could be text messages, phone calls, emails, whatever the case may be, letters. There's something coming in with the Eight of Wands. And you have that here with the Sun. So it's like there's this big message here of your journey turning into one of success here, especially because you have spent a whole lot of time here working through something challenging. Let's go ahead and let's see what else we have. Yeah, so you have false person, main male, and pathway. There was somebody that did not have your best interest at hand here with false person and main male. And remember, there are also 2 other people here in the future. I actually feel like, as well as this Page of Swords, I actually feel like this false person, main male, is referring to this Page of Swords and also this element of competition here. And I do feel like maybe there's a little bit of jealousy from somebody. I feel like some of you had to really work through, work around a challenging person. And I think you will be rewarded for this if you are not already. You have this pathway card with it as well, which is really your true north. Pathway is what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. It's your destiny. And you can see here it's opening up for you. You can see that there's light at the end of the forest here, or there's light through the forest. And it's like maybe even you connecting with your guiding light. But creating a pathway here, or a pathway opening here for you as you continue to work through these challenges. And actually, it's almost like the challenges are behind you, actually, is what I feel like saying, because you have the Sun with the 8 of Wands, which is major positivity, happiness, good energy, breathtaking kind of fresh breath of fresh air energy, something like that happening. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have the 4 of Swords, you have the Strength card, and you have the Chariot. Okay, so this is interesting. So I use different decks, and I also shuffle the decks very well. But Virgo, completely different deck, they had the same combination of this Chariot and the Strength card next to each other, which is really interesting because those cards come one after the other, 7 and 8, but they also represent overcoming obstacles in different ways. The Strength card represents overcoming an internal obstacle. The Chariot represents overcoming an external obstacle. And so whether you're having the willpower to fight the inner battle here with the Strength card, but you're also charging right through any sort of challenges that come from your outer world as well. With this energy here of competition, of maybe somebody casting jealousy towards you. You're working right through this. You have the 4 of Swords as well, which is like healing from a situation. Again, I feel like it's like you've been through a war. It's almost like some of you have been through a battle here in the past, and you have received some type of riches or some type of wish from the battle that you've been facing here. And that reward might be this pathway that's maybe a little bit more in alignment with where you've been before. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Temperance card. So fire energy coming in here, Sagittarius energy coming in here. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. Queen of Wands could be any fire sign. I really like this for you because Temperance can represent your situation turning around. It can represent healing, balance, optimism, and like maybe even, the thing is, the Temperance card can bring an important person into your life, like a soulmate, or it could bring an important outcome into your life, like a wish come true. But it only comes through after you go into a state of balance. Once you achieve balance, that situation can happen. Queen of Wands is attraction, and it's almost like some of you here are doing some serious alchemy where you're attracting a person or a situation that is right for you into your life. Let's see what else we have here. At the top of the pyramid, we do have the 5 of Swords. Thing is, along the path, oftentimes you're knocked down. You can see this person in the background. They've been knocked down. They're waving their flag. But it's how you get up. And it's how you get up. And that is oftentimes the determiner. That is oftentimes what determines where you go from here. And so I feel like this is a cap on this idea that you've been knocked down before. And you kept getting up. Because the 5 of Swords is a totally recoverable situation. And so this is a really good outcome for you because you have the drive, the determination, and the ability to alchemize something here. There's also breakthroughs coming in. So, and I think this is around your pathway. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Eight of Pentacles, positive movement forward in work, getting ready to dig in and do the hard work. This person's also a major talent. This is the biggest card indicating a talent in the tarot. And so you can maybe even use that talent to, create a business, always have job opportunities available for you. And it's like maybe this is the wish that you've been putting energy towards, but this is an incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.